This is an unusual time to be recording.
Good morning.
Lovely.
So this date in particular
is important for a few reasons. Well, one, this is the day where a new Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe released,
but nobody cares about that.
That's not a significant event. I mean, yeah, sure, the stuff they added was cool, I guess, but like...
No, that's not...
That's not the point of this video.
No, today actually marks the 3-year anniversary of Bowser's Inside Story, A Plus Junior's Journey's Western release.
Huh?
Why not the Japanese release? We were fucking busy last month.
December was a very hectic month. You're gonna have to settle for the Western release.
Yeah, we had too much last month. We had too much to do last month.
Absolutely chaotic, man.
So why do I bring that up? Well, if you saw the title, the title of this video.
It's because
because I wanted to do this for some time now. I felt like these games are a bit too much, would be a bit too much in scope to talk about. Also, it's like, talking about all of these games would be a bit too much.
So we're just gonna go over their release patterns and our history on them, and like how we'll go over the series as a whole and how things went,
and
like the timeline,
yeah,
and like important events in the history of the Mario and Luigi series.
So I guess I can't think of a better place to start with
than Alpha Dream itself, formerly known as Alpha Star.
Our founded on January 12th, 2000, and known as Alpha Star. Our several members were noticeable staff from Square. Our company was founded in 2000 by Hitsuo Mizuno, past president of Square. Their first game, Koto Battle, was a Pokemon-style role-playing game wherein the player battles 3 of their 20-character cards against AI opponents. It's released in March 2001 on the Game Boy Color. While it is a Japan-only game, it was re-released on the 3DS Virtual Console. More importantly, it is the game Tomato Adventure.
That game.
It released in January 2002. Which was
Did that ever get localized?
No.
No?
Neither of those games actually got released in America. But I guess I think it had a lot of other elements that would later become part of later be part of the series, later be used for the Mario and Luigi series.
Obviously, neither of us have actually played that game, so we can't tell you exactly what those elements were.
It's what led into Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. On November 17th, 2003, in North America. It came out in America first. November 21st in Japan and Europe, up in November 28th, 2008 in Australia, all in 2003. Well, yes, there had been Paper Mario had been around. I think it was actually just the first game, and that was out at the time. I think it was just the first game, and when this one released, yeah. But Superstar Saga was did pretty well. It was something in that 10-minute scene. Sure, Mario RPG had existed and Paper Mario had existed, but this one was different. And as the name implied, it was a shared adventure.
Which was something new for the Mario series. Usually it's just Ben Mario with Luigi as like, oh yeah, you can play as him too.
I think, yeah, but no, they were a huge. This was a huge part of the. Like stuff like instead of having a magic meat, and sometimes like, yeah, you had like bro points.
Well, I used to use team attacks instead of a magic meter, like in most RPGs.
These are like star points, star point,
or flower points in the Paper Mario series.
Yeah. And there were a lot of things that actually were only in this game, such as elemental abilities. It is really weird, very interesting formation, overworld formations. Yeah. Yeah, it was something new. One also started. It was something indifferent.
Absolutely crazy, a new experience.
And on the and even with another with introducing a completely new character, or settings. Introducing in the iconic Fawful of the series. Superstar Saga did pretty well. I'll sell about 2.1 million in copies. Not bad for a pretty unknown company in the West.
Yeah. Was Tomato Adventure successful in Japan?
I think it did well. Yeah, not bad for a first Western release. But in 2000. Thing is, I think in between that, Alpha Dream, I think didn't even have access to DS dev kits, so they like made their own makeshift system, if tool. Well, if I'm correct. But yeah, Mario. But on November 28th, 2005, saw the release of Mario Luigi Partners in Time. Yep, time travel.
Yeah.
Time travel in a Mario game. And yep, November 28th, 2005. December 29th. I think Japan. Wow, a full month later. I'm pretty sure, like, tonally, this game was very different.
It was a dark gas game.
Yeah, Superstar Saga didn't really exactly.
Yeah, I guess there were some dark moments, but the overall tone of the game was very lighthearted and humorous.
Also, we learned a bit of. Yeah, I mean, Prince Peasley was a running gag I can in Superstar Saga. I remember.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. But this game. Let's see what. Oh, I don't know. An alien invasion. An alien invasion.
Totally normal occurrence.
Where you just watch
Aliens that are draining the life of people.
well, you watch you just watch a place watch the past just get fucking destroyed. By these creatures.
Family friendly fun.
You just watched Santa Claus die.
This was a very dark game.
This game's mechanic was that you had now had 4 characters to control. You now had 4 characters to control. Which had their and places only you had Baby Mario and Luigi, with areas only they could access. That's how that's the only way you can buy badges. Is right.
Yeah.
Yep, that fucking cameo from Fawful became a character that Fawful became a character became a merchant. And although it sounded like yes, he just if I remember or when you encounter him. And he brings up his past defeat and how he won't get his revenge. Someday he'll get his revenge, and for what happened. But for now, he'll sell all your stuff, as long as you pay him those beans. Beans, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, Partners in Time was very. Quite the drastic turn for the series. But it weirdly enough did not sell as well as the first game did.
Yep. Did you say how much the first game sold?
2.1 million.
This one sold 1.7 million.
That's quite a drop. Which is odd.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure as to why. I'm so not sure as to why it sold poorly. It was a very early DS title.
Yeah.
It came out about a year after the system launched. Maybe it was the tone. Was it not? Maybe it wasn't marketed as well. I can't find a reason as to why it didn't sell as well. But it would actually be it'd actually be another 4 years till we get a new game.
Yeah.
We get another entry. In this one was and oh boy, what an entry it was.
Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story.
It released on February 11th, 2009. In Japan first, actually.
Yeah.
Oh,
hi! Hello, Finn. Oh, thank you for stopping by.
Okay. First actually. The game released in Japan and before or a U.S. release. Ethan, well, yeah, concerning, I mean, the DS was, this was already, it's weird, the DS was already about, the DS was about 5 years old at that point, almost 5 years old, and, this one sold, well, Bowser's Inside Story
sold 4.5 million, near 6 million. No, 4.6 million. Wow.
Near 4.6 million copies.
That's insane.
For a later, especially for a later DS title.
Mm-hmm. I feel like the marketing had a huge...
or just the idea.
And the idea was appealing. This is the first time Bowser was like a main playable character in anything.
I mean, he was also
a Mario RPG, but that wasn't a selling point of the game. Yeah. He was just one of 5 party members. He played an active and unique and focused role in this game, and it was amazing.
Yes. It's trying not to get
too ahead of ourselves, but the fact that you just got to play as Bowser and he just felt so awesome to play as.
I mean, he had his own set of axe equipment and how
unique healing items. To suit his own tastes.
Yeah.
Hey, the remake expanded upon doesn't even change syrup to cheese for Bowser.
Yeah. You had fucking giant paddles.
Well, and the idea of Mario and Luigi being able to influence Bowser's abilities is by being inside of him was genius.
And also, I think this was yeah. Yeah, it was.
I could fanboy about this game all day.
I know. Yeah. Also, I think the story he found on that balance. Found on the right balance.
I found the right balance between serious and humorous.
Yeah.
Which is such a hard thing to do.
Yeah. Oh, yep. Fluffle finally gets his time. Gets his revenge.
And he's the hammiest villain ever.
Yes. Yes.
It's glorious.
And then there's like, no, really, there's, yeah, you could, yeah, but this was, point is, this did well.
Yeah.
This did really well. Oh, and so well, well, assuming 4 years would be a pattern, I'm assuming it actually was.
It's in only 2. And 4 years later.
4 years we got Alex. I know Alex waited very patiently
for this one after it was revealed.
No, before it was announced.
I was excited to see what the 4th Mario and Luigi game would be like.
I remember when one of the ideas was like Mario Luigi 4 or RPG 4 or with 4 characters.
With Wario and Waluigi.
I remember that.
Their playable characters was a very popular fan idea.
Yeah, but no, of course they wouldn't do that.
As awesome as that would have been. And it would have been a bit chaotic to make their moves feel different. I feel like the best way they could handle that is have a dual story, like with Bowser.
Yeah.
Or you could swap between in the duos.
Yeah. Yeah, but no. Wait, the game came out in Europe first. On July 12th of 2013 in Europe, July 13th, 2013 in Australia, and July 18th in 2013, July 18th in 2013 in Japan, and August 11th, 2013, down a full month later in North America. Mm-hmm. Wow. Wait. Yeah, Mario Luigi Dream Team. Yeah, I think the idea is what was the 3D what would they do on the 3DS now? Oh. And well, I mean, I don't really know if they took full advantage of the 3DS. That's what Dream Team.
Even its 3D effects.
I
think mainly the giant battles did that.
And also there were and some of the special attacks.
Some of the special attacks too. I'd say I used the 3D pretty well.
Yeah.
It was a kind of a reinvention on the idea set up in Bowser's Inside Story.
Yeah.
Where you have an overworld and a series of mini dungeons.
Yeah.
And this game also had its own micro dungeons.
Yeah. And then and yeah, of course there's obviously the Dream World.
Would be in the sort of standard for in the inside of Bowser's body in this game.
In Luigi's dreams.
And you have Dreamy Luigi alongside Mario.
And you can do a weird thing. You can use Luigi his mustache.
Or his face in general. You can mess with Luigi's face to
influence your surroundings.
He's within the dream world.
Eldon, you even had Luigi-nary attacks.
Acts which were like Bros attacks, but focused on having many clones of Luigi out at once.
And it's like a fucking ball.
The typhoon, I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was.
It was the hammer. It was nuts.
Yeah. And yeah, it was an interesting idea. Yeah, it was like a further extension.
Now, obviously, the idea is never going to be as cool as getting to play as Bowser, but I do think this game was extremely fun in its own right.
Luigi.
And is definitely competing with Bowser's Inside Story as to which one of the series is my favorite.
And also, for the first time since I think, actually, I think for the first time, I think, yeah, it was another game. It was another game to have a Bowser final, Bowser with a different, and look as a final boss. Only instead of like being like a clone, a dark or clone of him or something. In like last time, I'm. Yeah, he was Dreamy Bowser, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. So, also, this game released during the year of Luigi.
Yeah.
Which was not very. Actually, I'm pretty sure it was pretty terrible for Nintendo.
The irony.
Yeah, the year of Luigi had like a near $500 million loss.
Oof.
Us.
That's a yikes.
But Dream Team only sold 2.6 million copies.
Yeah.
Huh.
It didn't sell as much.
I hope this isn't a sign of things to come, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think something to have noted in Alex noticed. Some of these bosses have led the game's secret bosses have
historically hinted at what the next game is.
Is this the 8-quarter?
I'll explain. The first game did not have a secret boss.
Yeah, first game didn't have one.
So there's nothing that hinted at Partners in Time. With the exception of EGAD having a cameo in the game.
Yeah.
Is this the 8-quarter?
I don't know. We're doing a video.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What, did you not hear us talking, man?
Yeah, I just thought you were talking to each other.
What? How?
I don't know. Oh yeah. Partners in Time. I'm final boss.
I'm secret boss. By the way, there are spoilers.
I guess
There are
you probably should have been brought
Or
up.
secret
Yeah.
boss spoilers. I guess this Partners in Time is really the most significant spoiler. Or here. Or here, if you don't know that game, Secret Boss, I guess skip ahead.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know.
I don't know a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll show my hand, and then I'll remove my hand when it's okay to unmute.
Okay.
All right, so
Yeah.
so there was in Partners in Time, the secret boss was Shrouzer, where Bowser ate something weird, ate a weird mushroom, and then gained strange powers.
It is.
There is which foreshadowed Bowser's inside story. Okay, you can unmute now.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
I think it's clear that they did plan that a sequel was planned.
And it seemed like they had the idea already too.
It was because Fawful mentioned in his dialogue that he planned and to go bigger or with his plan or with his next plan.
Yeah.
And it's clear that it's clear that this was a sequel was planned.
And it was at the very least planned to be a trilogy.
So, and you know, with I mean, you know, with Fawful being part of all three of them, and then finally it just exploding.
In Bowser's Inside Story, the secret boss was Bowser X, an ideal version of Bowser.
Coincidence?
Or you know, like his dream self.
Yeah.
I don't know. That one's a stretch.
Yeah, that one's
that one's a bit of a stretch.
But
the next one on Dream Team's hidden boss was Bowser Jr. And would you know it? In Paper Jam, Bowser Jr. was a very important character.
But that's so. Speaking of which,
In
2015 at E3, if I remember,
where they announced Mario and Luigi Paper Jam, a crossover with the Paper Mario series.
Oh, that sounds holy shit! That sounds so cool.
Well, both series have so many unique characters, and they just had Paper Mario, Luigi, and Toads.
Yeah, the game released. Damn. December 3rd, 2015 in Japan, and yeah, a full month later.
Yeah, a month and a half later, or in America.
On January 22nd, 2016.
Mm-hmm.
When Alex first saw that 2016 in window, he was a little upset about that.
At least it was early in the year.
At least it was an early. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, January?
Yeah.
December is one thing.
But after Christmas.
January.
And guess how much this game sold?
Barely
over 1 million.
Also, I think the game had like a fucking. The game had a fucking Carl's Jr. promotion.
And alongside it.
I mean, not exactly the. I won't exactly. Not the first deal I think of.
But I mean, I guess it works.
Yeah, it was a actual paper crafts.
Which were the gimmick of this game, instead of replacing the giant battles from the previous two games.
So, Paper Jam, well...
It was a bit of a mess.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was very buggy.
It was a very buggy game. They were restricted to only using the characters from Sticker Star.
Basically,
just Mario, Luigi, Peach, Bowser Jr., and Toads.
Oh wait, not even Luigi.
No, Mario, Peach, Bowser Jr., and Toads.
You like Toads?
Because they're everywhere in this game.
You like? Although I think it does establish, yeah, Paper Mario is just a is just a book.
Oh, no, the very least an alternate universe, and the book is a window to that universe. Or it establishes that it's a separate timeline.
I mean, although I think that should have been obvious.
And even more, or so, the newer Paper Mario games are likely a separate timeline from the original trilogy.
Yeah. But that's a different.
But this is not about the Paper Mario series canon.
But yeah, the point is it did establish that. But so seriously, you could have thought of all of the possibility. Is like imagine Cammy and Kamek meeting.
That would be great.
Other thing.
I'm not sure you think it's a good one.
I think someone brought up Fawful and Dementio.
Fawful and Dementio would be such a chaotic duo.
Sure, they're both. Even if they're both dead, they're. And it's like, and you don't have to. If you're doing your in a crossover like that, it's
gonna be a shame for them not to meet.
You didn't go.
They're both absolutely chaotic. And I can already picture them both fucking backstabbing each other at the end.
Because that's what they do. I mean, what about in terms of like boss variety and shit?
They could have so many things. They could have one of the dragons from Thousand Year Door,
or Super,
or Super Paper Mario. They could. You could bring. And like Lava Piranha, or Huff and Puff, or Tubba Blubba.
Cortez as Dupless.
Dupless. Maybe have the Shadow Queen as a hidden boss.
No, what do we get instead? What do they do in terms of paper bosses? Nothing. Nothing.
I do not recall. Paper Petey Piranha. I think that may have been actually legitimately it.
I'm not sure, but Petey Piranha was not. But Petey Piranha.
I don't even remember if he was paper. I don't think he was actually.
No.
Or no, I think there were two Petey Piranhas.
Yeah, I think. I don't. But even though Petey Piranha was already in the series, but in Partners in Time.
Mm-hmm.
It was King Babam, I think.
Was he paper?
No.
No.
No. In terms of boss variety in general.
They didn't actually have a lot of original bosses.
You like the Koopalings?
Hey, at least their writing's good in this game.
Even though they have been in... Thing is, and also, how about the environments?
Same shit.
You're in the Mushroom Kingdom the whole game.
Mm-hmm. Same environments from the new Super Mario Bros. Games.
Uh-huh. And also the Koopalings and other stuff.
This is... who said this was also a new Super Mario Bros. Crossover?
This is...
Jokes aside, I did actually enjoy this game quite a bit.
And as for this game's super boss, also the end of the gauntlet was
Dry Bowser.
Huh.
Which could possibly imply
Alex didn't actually eat him.
But this could possibly imply that were they planning to continue with the series, the next gimmick could have been the world of the living and the world of the dead.
Like something like the Dry Kingdom or something.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been something in original. So, well...
After fans rioted over Paper Jam, not in a good way.
And very middling returns.
In 2017, they announced
Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga plus Bowser's Minions. It was just called Mario and Luigi RPG DX in Japan.
A remake of the original game.
And released on October 5th, 2017.
Mm-hmm.
Nearly 15 years is after the original.
Crazy.
Well, I mean, if anything, this game did need a bit of an update.
Mm-hmm. And I won't fault it on that. It's a genuinely good remake.
Like, the side mode on Ode...
It leaves a lot to be desired. The most I can say is that the writing's really good.
Just
watch the cutscenes. You're better off doing that.
Not this shitty mobile game. Shitty thing you'd find on the App Store.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's just, tap to win.
Yeah.
And how would you describe Minion Mode?
Well, basically, you just watch stuff happen and tap a command when prompted, and try to strategize how you spend your captain point into what special abilities to use each round.
Yeah. And also there was weirdly
It's a strategy game, but a very grindy strategy game where you're gonna have to replay the same levels several dozen times to actually progress.
Alex actually completed this because he had nothing better to do.
Yes.
He had nothing better to do.
I was so bored.
Or you had nothing.
I was at Grandma's house.
Yeah, you had.
All of a sudden, I was grinding overnight.
Yeah, you had nothing else to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't. Just I don't. So yeah, and also there was weirdly a lot of Starlow. Mecha Fluffles.
And once you know it, the next game
You guys mentioned the time machine.
was going to be Bowser's Inside Story. Deluxe.
Wait, what?
Yeah. The next year,
but thing is, unfortunately,
you know,
they do a lot.
Superstar Saga Deluxe sold barely over 500,000
Yeah, that's pretty.
copies.
That's well. I mean, there are some factors into that. Considering it released during the Switch's first year.
When people when a lot of casual gamers no longer cared about the 3DS at all.
And the 3DS was getting old.
Oh, there was an old console at this point. What year did it release? 2011.
Yeah.
The 3DS was a 6 years old at this point.
Even though Nintendo said they would still try and support the system.
That didn't last for just about another year.
So thing is, yeah, the game did not sell.
Last era remakes.
But they even had. They had. Not even. I don't think Amiibo could save them. I'm here.
Just didn't help, man.
And then also, it didn't really do anything right.
I think it gave you special abilities.
That's it.
I don't remember exactly what the Amiibo did, honestly.
But they made it special Minion Amiibos. The thing is, March 8th, 2018, in Nintendo announced what? That was my reaction.
Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story plus Junior's Journey.
What? Huh? I mean, there was a bit of confusion there.
This was super exciting for me, considering Bowser Jr. is one of my favorite characters, and it's a remake of Bowser's Inside Story!
Albeit on the 3DS.
I do not know why they remade a DS game on the 3DS.
Because the 3DS is backwards compatible.
You could play the original.
So the game released on December 27th, 2018. They said coming 2019. But I think following pattern, it would probably release. It probably wouldn't be a late title.
It released
December 28th, 2018.
It released just after Christmas
in Japan. Okay, and what day? Well, I think I said
January 11th, 2019 in North America.
Right after the holiday season.
And
in a 3DS game.
In 2019.
How'd this sell? 500,000, 200,000, 100,000? How about
34,000? No, that's 34,000. 34,000 copies sold. That is absolutely pathetic for a Nintendo game. Especially a Mario game.
It's one of the worst selling Mario games now.
Mm-hmm.
You need to.
And I feel like the backwards compatibility of the whole thing is part of what fucked it over.
That is what crippled it. I think it was a bad idea from the start.
Was obviously the Junior's Journey gameplay was going to be like Minion Mode, and people didn't really like Minion Mode.
Well, they didn't really change much.
And they were like, well, as long as someone uploads the cutscenes, and I don't really need to buy the game.
And also,
And I can just play the original on my 3DS.
and also, I don't really know if there were even that many any quality of life changes in this one.
Aside from a few aesthetic updates,
Like reducing the levels to reach levels for ranks.
it was a lot of very subtle stuff.
Often. Wow. So wait. So I'm assuming Partners in Time would be next, right?
No.
Well, hopefully that the 6th game will deliver. But
Alas,
well,
in 20...
and after helping a bit on
for Mario and Sonic at the
Olympics
Games Tokyo 2020,
on October 1st, 2019,
Alpha Dream went bankrupt.
upped.
And their company shut down.
Nintendo didn't even try and save them.
Likely because of how poorly Year's Journey is sold, even though it was in large part their fault.
So, in retrospect, the remakes were an attempt to
save the series and try to figure out why the sales were going down.
It's an attempt to let's see, a crossover.
A crossover. Oh, this is good. Wait, this sold worse than the last one. All right, what about we remake the first? Oh, that's worse. We make the best-selling game in the series and one of the best-selling Mario games.
Well, yeah, one of the best-selling, at least in terms of the RPGs.
One of the best-selling Mario RPGs.
Oh. It was desperate.
Mm-hmm.
If they were trying to recoup.
They skipped Partners in Time because they wanted Bowser
didn't make as much.
So they wanted Bowser's Inside Stories his reputation to save it.
But
that didn't work.
But yeah, tragically it didn't.
Alpha Dream dissolved, and we never got to see what would become of the series. And we're unsure if Nintendo will even try to take up the mantle themselves.
Who knows? Maybe some former employees will give insight on what the future would have been,
and
what
maybe someday
would be.
Maybe someday Nintendo will make a Partners in Time remake on another console. Oh, it's not like that game really used the touchscreen very heavily. Anyways.
I think it was mainly just for the map.
Mm-hmm.
We'll never know what they were planning with Dry Bowser.
Mm-hmm.
Or assuming that was I was foreshadowing the next game.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the Mario and Luigi's history is quite tragic.
It was a strong series with a dedicated fan base, and then it just died.
So, what was your personal experience? So, what was your history?
When I was quite young, in fact, I think I was like 8,
7.
I think I was 7 or 8. I wanted Bowser's Inside Story really bad. I was really into the Mario series at the time.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, of course.
It was like my first hyperfixation.
Yeah.
I guess maybe aside from general space, for general astronomy.
Yeah, like, you're thinking
fact about me.
64DS.
64DS was my childhood, and New Super Mario Bros. As well. That was the first Mario game I've ever played, but 64DS was the one I stuck with.
Wait, didn't you actually say that might have been your first ever game?
Yes, I think that was my first video game ever. It was New Super Mario Bros. DS.
And your first.
But the one that I stuck with was a 64DS. Either way, that's irrelevant.
But 20s, this is something you wanted.
It really bad, to the point where I think I cried because I wanted it early. Instead of waiting for my birthday.
I don't exactly remember the exact timeline.
Do you remember what month the game released in?
It released in...
What month did the original Bowser's Inside Story release? It was either birthday or Christmas that I wanted it early for.
September.
September? Okay, so it was
probably out of
Christmas.
that. It was probably already out.
So it was a Christmas present I wanted it for.
Yeah.
And I cried and cried because I wanted that game so badly. I thought it looked so cool from the ads.
Yeah.
Ads and yes, I finally got my hands on it. And I fell in love with this game.
Yeah.
Not literally, because I'm not going to literally date a DS game.
Yeah.
But I wanted to squeeze every ounce of content I could out of this game.
God, I know your original save file.
I got ridiculously high leveled with Mario Luigi.
59, I think.
Got nearly to level 60 with Mario Luigi. Which most sane people would not even dream of doing. But, you know, I was really bad at video games and I couldn't beat Bowser X without getting ridiculously overleveled.
I bet you didn't understand how stats and how
I did not understand how stat management worked, so that's a huge part of it.
Yeah, thing is, that was something you and you put a lot of time into.
It holds a very special place in my childhood.
Yeah.
I can jump into this game and any of its levels, and I'll know exactly where to go and what I'm supposed to be doing.
And
it's like second nature to me.
And I think you you found out there was another game on the DS. So you asked Mom for that.
Yeah, and I got it.
I mean, thankfully, I don't think it was that expensive since
you know, there were probably a lot of used copies because it wasn't as successful as the original.
Yeah.
No, is the third game.
Yeah. And Alex had a DSi. He did have a DS Lite,
but I dropped it in the toilet.
Yeah.
And it stopped working.
Yeah. And yeah, that was. Oops.
Yeah, I played Partners in Time, and I loved that one too. I thought it was way too hard compared to the original or to the third game.
But the thing is, the problem
was that
he was ignoring every enemy, which that is.
Because I think part of the thing was fatigue, because like, okay, I've already battled all the enemies in the original, in the first game I played, and then why do I have to do it in this game too? I'm just gonna skip over it.
I'm pretty sure you didn't really understand how RPGs worked.
And that ultimately meant the game was absolute hell for me in terms of difficulty.
Mrs. Thwomp.
Mrs. Thwomp had me stuck for several days.
I think he has traumatic memory is with this. It is a Mrs. Thwomp.
And I remember when I was younger, I would try for hours to beat the final boss.
Yes. Not just a few minutes, hours. Hours.
It was absolutely brutal.
Yeah.
At the very least, the secret boss was piss easy.
But yeah, that's since you just had to avoid an encounter.
And it didn't just didn't last long, and you got a save point right before it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was when he started getting a little, as he got, I think he was a little older.
I was starting to understand how games worked a little better.
And I think you got Partners in Time, you were like 8 or like 9 or something.
And then Dream Team came out, and I was like, holy shit, a new one, finally a new one, the fourth one's out.
I'm pretty sure that was was it an early Christmas present, or did you get it on, or was it for, I think, was it?
When was it? When did Dream Team release?
August.
So I'm pretty sure I just got it shortly after release.
It's maybe about a month later. Or so, you really.
I really wanted this game.
And yeah, I don't remember that being part of our Christmas. Out of that Christmas is where we got our Wii U.
Because you see, I wanted a Wii U, and I was like, well, I want to do this game before, or I devote my energy to the Wii U.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I'm a guy who bought New Super Luigi U as a standalone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or instead of just doing the smart thing and getting New Super Mario Bros.
Getting the bundle,
or even just getting the fucking bundle.
No, really, don't buy.
There's $60 on Luigi U.
Probably. Wow, that's a. I don't know, it might have been 30. Yeah, it was 30.
That's still hilarious, though.
But
I'm
anyways,
pretty sure the physical version was...
Physical version was 30.
Was the physical version a limited release?
no.
No, it was not. I was under the assumption that the physical version would only be in production during the year of Luigi.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could still find that at like used game stores or something.
I mean, probably because the physical version didn't sell well because people bought the original and just got the DLC for it.
Which was also cheaper.
Which is cheaper as well.
But anyways, the point is Alex didn't get got Dream Team early.
And I loved this one as well, and I think because of the new tracking system for collectibles, well, this was the first one I at least somewhat 100% did. I didn't clear all the challenges or beat, the gauntlet bosses.
God,
Those guys are insane.
Yeah, like also
I think I might have gotten to Bowser Jr. once in my entire life.
Yeah.
Because Antasma X was absolutely murderous.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was quite. That was yeah. I think it was actually around 2014, right? Late 2014, where I actually tried to play Bowser's Inside Story for the first time. I'm
At age
9.
At age 9.
I at least, I mean, hey, I had a bit of experience.
And you had a bit of RPG experience because he played Pokemon previously.
I mean, sure, that's not the same.
It's not the same thing, but he understood how RPGs worked. or battle stuff to level up, which you can fight stronger opponents and gain more experience.
And buy equipment.
Even items to keep yourself buffed and healthy.
Yeah, I understood how that
You
worked.
understood RPGs a lot better than I did at the time. I mean, he still has a better understanding of them in general.
So yeah, I think it took me about a little over. I think I finished my playthrough in like the summer of 2015.
Mm-hmm. It took him a long time.
I mainly, yeah. I mainly, I think it was mainly just for, mainly just I'd forget.
Mm-hmm.
I just or something.
Because Noah's ADHD is kind of a big thing that exists.
Yeah, I think it was. I also getting in everyone to their highest rank was quite tedious.
Oh, absolutely.
Thank God they reduced it to just level 30.
Because why the fuck would you need to be that high level or for anything other than Bowser X?
Level 40. Level 40.
Other than Rainbow Ray, Hank, Bowser X is the only reason you would over level.
Yeah. That. Oh my God. That. Damn. And yeah, you would not need to be. You do not need to be that over leveled. I tried playing. I tried playing Dream Team, but I don't know. I got stuck. I think.
Oof.
I just didn't, and then just. I don't know. I think I just didn't. I just lost interest.
Maybe you could try it again sometime.
Yeah, Paper Jam. Alex got pretty quick. About again. I think about a month later.
Mm-hmm. I made some progress in the game and I stopped for a while.
Yeah, how long?
I don't know how
long. Over a year.
And then I picked it up and finished it all within like a week.
Yeah, I think it was the next summer or
Where I was bored, picked up the game, and I finished it in like a weekend. I actually had a fun time once I got past the sloggy early game.
Yeah.
Early game is really slow.
Yeah. So, yeah. Oh yeah, as mentioned, as you mentioned, your experience with, every year you got Bowser's Minions for Christmas. Mm-hmm. I actually forgot to mention, in between, after Dream Team, you saw the Wii U had Game Boy Advance games.
So I got Superstar Saga, and I got stuck after the Chocola boss.
Yeah, Yeah, he actually did try playing the original game, but
I was an idiot. So
yeah, it was. And also, I think it was just since it was the
It was
first.
so different and it felt wrong.
I think it was like a bit of first game syndrome there.
Like it didn't have the jump combos. The method of getting stronger attacks was different. And the mechanics felt didn't match with the other games.
I'm pretty sure the bros attacks were a bit complicated.
Bros attacks are really complicated with like basically no indication on how to do them in the original version.
Alright, Mario and Luigi both had their own set of bros attacks.
Acts 2.
Which
Was a concept brought back in Dream Team. And I don't remember if Paper Jam had it or not.
The point is, yeah, that was really. I think the inputs were kind of hard for you.
Mm-hmm. Especially because I didn't know exactly what I was supposed to be doing. And the remake helped a lot with this because it added added the tutorial from previous games. And as well as having in flashes of color or to indicate when you're supposed to press a button. And to top it all off, there was even an easy mode you could turn on in the attacks, which made them slower and increased the button input windows for the cost of more BP.
Yeah. It was. Yeah, Alex just could not. It just felt too weird to him.
Mm-hmm.
It felt a little too. It was too jarring, and so he just dropped the game.
Mm-hmm.
Eamon, yeah, didn't actually play. You spent your winter break playing a Superstar Saga.
Mm-hmm.
Including Bowser's Minions. And just, you had nothing better to do. As mentioned. And right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Well, for I guess in terms of I guess when talking about Junior's journey, he has mentioned, and both of us were pretty hyped for it.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, it was something I got on my birthday that year.
Mm-hmm.
Or wasn't it?
Yeah.
I actually told Alex, yeah, you can try. Yeah, you can play.
Yeah. No, let me play first. Thank you.
Yeah. I actually did try playing, but I did actually try playing. I think I got past the first giant boss. And then just I don't know. I just quit.
You did finish it eventually, though.
Yeah, actually last year.
Last year, he finally finished the game. So that was nice. Obviously, he didn't touch Minion Mode, though.
Since, you don't have to do that.
It's completely separate and has no has no actual interaction with the main game.
I mean, to be fair, I was doing other things at that time. And so I didn't really have any open spots. And so I didn't want to overcomplicate it when the amount of games I was playing.
Which is fair.
That's kind of how I am.
And also, yes, I very much did enjoy Superstar Saga when I played the remake.
Yeah, you finally got to appreciate.
I finally got to appreciate the game. Once they updated the mechanics to make it feel more to make newer players feel more at home.
Also, you could play the whole series on your 3DS.
So that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I actually, last summer, I did start, I did actually play through Bowser's Inside Story, plus Junior's Journey. I said, it was about time I did this since my schedule was finally open.
And yeah, he actually played through the game.
And I think like 2 weeks actually.
Yeah, it took him only 2 weeks to 100% it.
Well, not entirely.
Well, yeah, but you did eventually do the whole thing.
Yeah.
It took him 2 weeks to beat the main story, then he did some extra stuff.
No, I did that. I was doing extra stuff before that.
Yeah, he did. It took him 2 weeks to, I think, get to the final boss area.
Yeah.
Then and a little longer to wrap up all the extra stuff, and then finally finish the game.
Well, if I had a nickel for a third Mario RPG that has an underwhelming.
For a third, if I had a nickel for every time I'm a third installment in a Mario RPG that's had an underwhelming final boss, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Yeah, Dark Bowser is kind
Really
of an underwhelming
easy.
fight.
He's piss easy if you've done all the side content.
I think I beat him on my second try.
Mhm. I think he only lost the first time because he was rusty and unfamiliar with the attack patterns.
Yeah, no, really, Dark Bowser's a fucking easy boss.
Also, the Minion Storm's the only really difficult attack.
Yeah.
Heck there.
Also,
I think everyone at this point knows how easy the final boss in Super Paper Mario was.
Bowser, just Bowser, Thudley, you right?
Yep, Bowser, Thudley, power boosting item.
Yep. but I finally
Kill him in like a minute.
Yeah, because thing is, partners and Bowser's Inside Story was also part of something. It was also a part. It was also of something in part of my childhood. Or just it was collected.
It was a collective experience for us. Well, we experienced it at different times, but it was.
I just thought that I really thought that was a cool idea.
Because Noah is the one who's obsessed with Bowser.
Shut up.
There's Noah looking at some Bowser pictures. No one's gonna get that. We don't have that video public. It's something I recorded on my 3DS years ago.
I thought that was a really cool idea. Pretty sure. Yeah, I felt. It did hurt to hear.
The Alpha Dream went bankrupt.
Because these games were kind of part of our childhood.
Like a big part of it, actually.
Even
it's what got me into the fan game scene. I wanted to play a lot of fan-made Mario RPGs because I was desperate for the 4th game to
Was
happen.
there like that Seven Sages fan game?
Yeah, that one was cool.
Well,
Well, from what I remember, it had Mario, Luigi, and Bowser.
yeah. I think I remember. Yeah. I remember you watched a playthrough of it. I think, it's what got you into the fan game scene. Browsing yo-yo games for hours and finding all kinds of garbage.
I found a lot of concepts for her 4th Mario and Luigi game. And none of them were complete, unfortunately.
I think Seven Stages was the only one that was finished.
I don't think it was. I don't remember if it was classified as a Mario and Luigi game.
It was called just Mario RPG.
Yeah, it was a Mario RPG thing. Because I believe even had a lot of story ties to the original Mario RPG.
I think don't remember. Remember that was years ago.
No, I think the gameplay was closer to the original game.
Yeah.
And I don't really remember entirely.
But I think that's how I use. Yeah, the thing is, yeah, a fourth Mario and Luigi game was something, and you were really obsessed with the idea of, also a Galaxy 3.
Yeah, but that one didn't happen.
At
least we got Odyssey.
Yeah, thing is yeah, okay, I think I'm rambling at this point. And so, yeah, this is just a video I wanted to do for a while. Also, I figured, yeah, talking about all of these games would be a bit too much.
Maybe someday we'll try to segment them and cover them on their own. But for the foreseeable future, or that's not really on the table, so don't expect it anytime soon.
And no, I don't really think I have plans for a Paper Mario video. Since the series is still actually going.
The most recent title being on the Switch.
And since Intelligent Systems is a Nintendo
branch. Mention, I think Origami King actually did pretty well.
Also, I mean, yeah. We could make a video about
the history of the Paper Mario series. Not now.
Not now.
Maybe some other time. That's a Mario story for another day.
Yep. So then, I'm Nozran.
And I'm Emery. And bonjour, my wonderful viewers. See you in the next video.
Yeet.